Hi everyone, Chef Kun here, and today I bring you another of my top 5 picks. Alright, so for this list, it's going to be Pokemon games. I decided this list would be just the overall games, and if your favorite game did not make this list, I apologize. It's a top 5 pick, and there are technically 8 game series. So I do count Black and White and then Black White 2 as different game series because they had completely different storylines. They're still the 5th generation, but completely different. Alright, so my number 5 pick on this list is Yellow. I just played it this year for the first time ever. I know, it's weird, but I never had a Game Boy when I was growing up. You know, I didn't have any access to it. I watched the TV show when it came out. I collected the cards because I thought they were cool, but I never had the Game Boy, so I could never play the game. And I didn't know anyone who had played it at that point, like nothing like that. So I thought, okay, I'll try it now that it became available. When Nintendo decided to make it a 3DS downloaded game, I said, oh, I'll actually finally play it. And I played it and I loved it. It was a good game. It really was. And granted, it's still not the first game. Excuse me. But I liked the fact that that was the first one that you had to follow Pokemon. And that you still basically played the entire game, the same map and everything, same layout. I enjoyed it. Alright, but my number 4 on this list is Black and White. I really liked the second game, but the first one had, I really liked the storyline. I liked the mystery behind Team Plasma. I liked all of it. I liked when N would randomly show up and talk to your Pokemon and be surprised that your Pokemon actually love you and all that stuff. It was a great game. I really liked it. And Gentis, I think, was one of the worst, like, team leaders, you know, in the fact that what he was doing would actually, like, kill every person. I was like, whoa. Like, Team Magma, they'd cover all the world in land and have no more water, but that was okay. I mean, people could survive with that for a little bit. And Team Aqua fill all the world with water, there'd be no more land. People get boats, we're fine. Good to go. You know, but frickin' Gentis is going to, like, ugh. He was just going to kill off all the people so that there's nothing but Pokemon, so he's the ruler. It's like, It was creepy. It was creepy. Alright. My number 3 on this list is the newest one in this entry, Pokemon Sun and Moon. Really like the game. Really like where it takes place. Really like the layout, the story, all of the different new Pokemon. I was very happy that it came out with more new Pokemon than X and Y did. And yeah, it's a good game. I don't want to give out any spoilers, but I actually like Team Skull. And I've been to Maui before. I've been to Kauai. I've seen the types of people that they modeled the Team Skull grunts off of. And yeah, they do talk and fight with their hands like that. It's funny. It was very relative, and I liked the pace of the game. I like all the different aspects of the island guardians, and it was just, it did the culture that they were trying to do very proud. I was very happy with it, and I'm glad that it came out, and I'm glad that I've played it, and I actually have 100% of the Alola Pokedex in my Sun game, the one that I'm keeping forever. And I started my Moon game over, trying to get some of the Pokemon in that to just bring over. And yeah, it's a good game. If you haven't tried it, do it. It's fun. Alright, so my number 2 on this list is the first game I ever played, and that is Diamond and Pearl. Now, technically, the game that I played was Pearl. I love that series. Team Galactic, just the fact that you could do everything in that game. I even loved doing the ribbon collecting in the stage performances and stuff like that. I loved it. The performing, it was great. And I was very pleased with just every part of that game. That when Platinum came out, I grabbed that one and I started playing that, and then I had so much fun with that one too, and I kept my Pearl game forever, and it was so much fun. That was the first game I ever played. That was what introduced me to the Pokemon games. Like, again, what I said before, I had watched a TV show, I had collected the card games, I might have caught the tail end of 1 or 2 movies, but that was it. That was all of the Pokemon that I knew about. And I knew that there was games, and I had bought Emerald at one point and tried playing it, but I couldn't get into it. Lo and behold, that was the hardest game that they've ever made, and that's why, my opinion on why I couldn't get into it. And then I tried Pearl again. I tried Pearl when it came out, and I was like, whoa, this was a lot of fun. And then from then on, I was hooked. And I had bought a copy of Sapphire, and then I, surprisingly, at a GameStop, non-spons, but at a GameStop, I found a silver, original silver, in its cartridge and everything, for $2. And I was like, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna keep it, because, yeah, that's rare, that's hard to find, and that's gonna maybe be worth money one day. And it's always just fun to have it. So got that, and was very pleased, very, very happy. And yeah, Pearl is what started me on the games, and now I have at least one of every game, and I'm very pleased with them. But it's not my number 1 pick, because my number 1 pick is a game that I have still yet to stop playing, and that is Pokemon X and Y. Is my number 1 pick. I got both of them, and I played Y. I decided to keep Y. I don't know why, but when I like Yveltal better than Xerneas, but I kept my Y game. I have 100% National Pokedex completion. I have logged over 900 hours into that game. When there wasn't any other game that I wanted to play and I wanted to go back to a game, I pick up my Y game and I'm like, what can I do in here? Oh, I know, I could start leveling up all of my legendary Pokemon to level 100, why not? And did that. Because the Pokemon Mansion, that battle mansion, that was the best place to ever to level up your Pokemon, and you get a shit ton of money. Sorry. But yeah, so I would go and do that, and then I've played X a zillion times because I would play through it to get the other bird Pokemon from the starters, or I would play through it to get more lucky eggs and more master balls and all this stuff. I would just go through the game just to keep getting these key items that you need. And so yeah, by the time in Y, I had 6 lucky eggs. So yeah, I would go through, win all of them, and then it was always with my Vaporeon, which was my first level 100 in that game. I would then take that and another one, most likely Sylveon, and take it to the Elite Four and win everything with just those 2 Pokemon, and then I had my legendaries would have the champion ribbon on them. It was a whole lot of crazy stuff like that. And that's not even mentioning the fact that I really loved the story, in that I really loved that that was the first one where you could customize your character, and I think you can customize your character more in that one than you can in Sun and Moon, but it can only go up from here, you know? And I like that it was the first time scale size changed and how you looked at the world changed. Because it would go from almost being like a third-party shooter style game where the camera is fixed right behind you as you're running through places, or it would be fixed at one point but it would follow you side-scrolling, or you'd be hitting the up button but you'd be running straight at the camera. It was a lot of fun. I really liked how they just made that game, and the story was great, and all that you could do in it was fun. It was a good game. That's why it's my #1 pick. Alright, so that's my list. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, and also subscribe if you haven't yet. I'll appreciate it so much. And you can even hit that bell notification if you are one of my subscribers so that you know exactly when I put one of these videos up. Alright, so this is my list, my top 5 picks of Pokemon games. I'm pretty sure after this week I am done with Pokemon for a little while at least, and I will talk to you guys later. Alright? Alright. Bye.